God, I'm struggling what to put at number 3. So number 3 is going to be a tie between two, you heard me, two shippings. So number 3 is a tie between the baker and his wife from Into the Woods. Pretty sure only a few people are going to know what that is, but I know Sid is one of them. So Sid, baker and his wife, Into the Woods. Gosh, ship them so hard. And I forget what my other one was. Hold on, give me a clip to remember. And Mary Flynn and Franklin Shepard from Merrily We Roll Along. Now, I'm going to talk about each of these because they both kind of get my number 3 slot. Now, Into the Woods. I've known this musical since about 2009. Backstory. My uncle is a composer, not too famous, but my uncle is a composer. Great uncle? He's my great uncle. He's a composer, and we were looking for stuff he'd done. We thought he did Into the Woods. So, quick backstory. I was really into West Side Story at this point, because I'd seen the movie and got, like, obsessed with West Side Story. So, we rented Into the Woods from Netflix, and we thought my uncle had done it, but in reality, I found out that, oh, the guy who did the lyrics to West Side Story did the music and the lyrics to this. This is gonna be awesome, so totally awesome, before I knew Star Kid, though. Star Kid even a thing when I was fangirling over this? Anyway. Yeah, it might have been, I don't remember. But anyway, so, Baker and his wife, I love them, and in the second act, feels shattering my mind. I don't really use the term feels at all, but feels shattering my mind during the second act of Into the Woods. Now, Franklin Shepard and Mary Flynn from Merrily We Roll Along. I haven't read through the entire script of Merrily We Roll Along, but what I have read, I ship them so hard, and the songs I know from it, they're really awesome. Quick backstory. Merrily We Roll Along is told in reverse. So basically, it's the story of this composer, Franklin Shepard, who is rich and happy. Oh, that's a reference to one of the song titles from the original Broadway production. He's rich and happy at the beginning of the show, and he's throwing this party because he's gone into film producing, and he's throwing a party for his latest movie. And he invited his friend Mary Flynn, whom he's known since he started writing musicals. Well, he and his partner Charlie Kringus, who is like one of my dream roles, were working on their first ever musical. So the show starts out with him throwing this party and Mary getting kind of pissed that he doesn't do music anymore and that he's just kind of a sellout. So they have a falling out at the very beginning of the show, and then the show is told in reverse. So you go back to a few years earlier before Franklin and Charlie Kringus had this big blowout where they don't talk anymore. Charlie had a mental breakdown attacking Franklin on television, so, in a marvelous song, by the way, Franklin Shepard Inc., look it up. But, so, they don't talk anymore, and you see Mary is in love with Franklin, and Franklin is married, has been married twice at this point. So, as the story goes on in reverse, you see kind of just a slight bit of chemistry. At the end of the show, when they first meet at the end of the show, and so the second to last number in the show is a song called Opening Doors. It's just a musical montage of them, Charlie and Franklin, goofing around, and then Mary's an author, so she's writing her book. And it's really, really good. Really good show, really good song. Actually, the song Opening Doors is so fast-paced that I, for fun, went into GarageBand and did the whole thing a cappella, because it's like, how's it going? Good, you, fair, yeah, tell me, bring Chinese laundry, hi, Mary, say hello, I think I got a job where... I might put that in a future video, like, I might just one of my videos one day, just upload the audio for that. But it's a really fast-paced song, very staccato, very just kind of cut-offy, so I thought it would be fun to do in GarageBand, and I did, and I'm very proud of it. But anyway, so number 3, tie between Baker and his wife, and Franklin Shepard and Mary Flynn. Though if I had to say, Baker and his wife are probably just a little bit higher for me, because I know that I've known them for longer. But anyway, they're tied for my number 3, so... number 2, let's go! Number 2 is JP and the Duke from... No, wait, other ships coming to mind, crap. Okay, number 2 is another tie between two ships. I hate ties on countdown things, because I've done countdowns before and I hate ties, but number 2 is a tie between JP and the Duke from... Let It Snow, but more specifically, Let It Snow is a collection of 3 books in one book, and all the different stories intertwine with each other. It's a Christmas holiday romance story by John Green and 2 other girls that I can't remember the name of. But JP and the Duke and Billy and Penny, but more specifically Dr. Horrible and Penny. So starting off with JP and the Duke. I have not finished Let It Snow yet, but I did read through John Green's book first before any of the others. Now, doing that, I realize that it's kind of a little bit better to read them in order, but ever so slightly better. But JP and the Duke, oh my god. I read this book in like 2 hours, A Cheertastic Christmas Miracle. Oh my god, my heart died from feels so much that I had to stay up and read the first book in the collection. I still haven't finished the third book in the collection because I can't find my freaking copy from the library, which is bad because it's due back in a few days. But they were so, oh my god. They were so, and the fact that they came back in one of the later stories, because all the stories intertwined with each other, oh my god. They're so cute. I love them so much. They have their happy middle. Happy, or is it a happy ending? They have a happy ending, not even a happy middle. Happy ending! They went from a happy middle to a happy ending, and reference to the book for people who won't understand that reference to the book. But anyway, okay, so my other tie, Dr. Horrible / Billy and Penny. Oh, my heart died from feels again when I watched this Dr. Horrible for the first time. My heart died from feels. I went back and watched it recently because I watched it once about a year ago, and it was pretty good. I really liked it, but then I just sort of forgot about it. So, I went back and watched it recently, and I really liked it. I got a few of my friends into it, too. Oh, the feels, the fact that Billy can't even talk to Penny, and then, oh my god, and, slight, I don't think this constitutes as spoiling the ending, but if you're really detective-y, this might spoil the ending for you. So, people who haven't seen Dr. Horrible, clog your ears until I give you a thumbs up. Ready? Go. I find it so amazing that, yeah, okay, fangirling out of the way. It's so sad that, you know, Billy really did get everything he ever wanted in the end, and it only cost him a penny. Anyway, so that's number 2. Dr. Horrible / Billy and Penny and JP and the Duke. Anyway, moving on to number 1. Let's go! Actually, first, I'm gonna shout out some honorable mentions. Now, these are all gonna be people that people actually ship, like normal people. Gus and Hazel, Harry and Ginny, Ron and Hermione. What else do people usually ship? Okay, this is something that I don't know if many people ship it, but 9, I think it's 9, the first Doctor of the new Doctor Who series. I only watched the first season, so I ship 9 and Rose so hard. God, what is his name? Will Grayson and Jane from Will Grayson. The first Will Grayson. This Will Grayson, not this Will Grayson. So confusing to talk about. But also Will Grayson and Tiny. Will Grayson, Jane, and Will Grayson and Tiny. Both pretty good couples. And those are all of my honorable mentions. Wait, are they? No. Crap. I could go into bro TPs, but I think bro TPs are for another time, another list. So anyway, number 1. Let's go! Number 1 on this list is probably something that very few of you, if not none of you, have ever heard of. My number 1 OTP. Now wait, I have to explain something really quick. I have a rule that no matter how much I want to ship people, if they're real people and they're not in a relationship, I will not ship them. So no matter how much I love seeing Dylan Saunders and Meredith Stepien together, I refuse to say I ship them. So, my number 1 OTP is Stephen George and Mallory Mallory George, because she changed her last name. Stephen George and Mallory George. Stephen and Mallory George. Jesus, why can't I just say Stephen and Mallory George? Stephen George, nobody knows who the hell this is. Stephen George is a Let's Player. Well, I mean, people do, because obviously he's a partnered Let's Player, he's pretty famous, but none of the people who watch my videos will actually know who the hell he is. So, Stephen George is a Let's Player. He is a fantastic, amazing Let's Player. He's very funny. I love his videos a lot. And his wife, Mallory, whom he met, they just have the most romantic story that I have to tell their story. Actually, no. I won't tell their story. The only thing I'll say is that they met through this old Super Nintendo Entertainment System RPG called Earthbound, and it's so romantic. Click down below, I'll link you to a video where, because Stephen George, he does a daily vlog, since 2009. That's pretty impressive in my opinion. So he actually did a vlog where he, frick, I can't talk. He did a vlog where he told the story of how he met his girlfriend, because they weren't married when he started the vlog. So, he has filmed telling how they met. He also filmed his marriage proposal because by the time he proposed to her, he was doing this for a living. So it was not strange that he was just whipping out his camera, and it was like an impromptu thing. Like, I mean, he knew he was going to propose to her, but he didn't know when it was going to be, and they were going to this garden, kind of like botanical gardens kind of thing, near them. They live in South Carolina. So they went, and Steven grabbed the ring and, like, secretly proposed to her. Oh, shout out to Star Kid Dickrats for answering me. Sorry, random thing. But it's just so romantic, so I will link you to the story of how they met and their proposal, down in the description, but also, I'm not gonna link you to this, you can find it for yourself, because I really want to get people into this, but since he does a daily vlog, their entire wedding ceremony is also online. They got married on a beach, and it was so beautiful and romantic, and the way they just act when they're with each other, it's just so amazing, and Mallory, I love her, she's an amazing Let's Player as well. I can't even. I can't even. That's the perfect tagline for this video. I can't even. So, I can't even. They're my #1 OTP, and I love seeing them together so much. I doubt they'll ever see this video, but on the off-freaking chance they do, you guys are amazing. You inspire me every day of my life, along with, like, 15 other people. I just do a top 5 people who inspire me every day list. But, so anyway, Steven and Mallory George, #1 OTP. Go, check his Let's Play channel out by clicking... No, screw it, I'm not doing freaking annotations. Go down in the description to go to his Let's Play channel and his vlogging channel. They're both just so amazing, and I love him and his wife, and I just can't even. So, next clip. So yeah, that was it, my top 5, but actually 7 OTPs. This video, by the way, was inspired by a video that Tessa Netting did. I'm not going to link you to Tessa Netting, because all of you should really know who Tessa Netting is. She's a vlogger. Just look up Tessa Netting, and you'll find her YouTube channel. So, that is it. Shout out to, wait, that's a completely different, DM conversation I'm connected to, so I don't know what that is. Coming up on the side of my screen as I'm trying to film on my iPad. But, anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching, and, right, Sid, you need another punishment. I have your punishment, Sid. Crap, it just blanked out of my mind. Okay, your punishment. In 19 days at this point? 19 days, or some point after 19 days, Corey and Sid should really know what I'm talking about by this time. None of the viewers get to know. None of the viewers know. But, Sid, you have to go see Rainbow Rocks with Corey in about 19 days. That is your punishment, and you have to listen to her fangirl about Rare Jack for 1 full minute. I don't know, it's not really a punishment, but I think it's a punishment for Sid, so, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, that's that. Also, one quick thing, I want you guys all to look up Google Neil's Puppet Dreams. Basically, if you don't know what that is, Neil Patrick Harris back in 2012 did a short little mini-series online with, partnered with the Jim Henson Puppet Company to do this series, where Neil Patrick Harris, who's the star, he plays himself, just falls asleep in strange places, and you just see his dreams, but when he dreams in puppet. So every episode, at one point, about 30 seconds in, hi, I'm Neil. I like to sleep a lot. When I dream in puppet. So, and then he falls asleep and you see his dream. So it's a really interesting mini-series. I watched all the episodes last night, so you can blow through them really quick, so they're really good. They're great. That's all I have to say. So anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching and listening to a guy moan on about OTPs. And I will see you all next 2 weeks in my next video, actually, on Monday, because I don't know if you know, but Corey and I are trying to get out alternating videos on every Monday. So when Corey has her Saturday videos, I try to get a Monday video out. And we're working on something for Sid. So anyway, that's it for me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys! Why am I still filming? I don't know. Well, I'm still filming, so I'm gonna sing something till I decide I'm gonna cut off. OTPs all around. Tie the noose much tighter.